Hello, I'm Serge. I'm happy to see you joining our webinar, which is going to include a lot of interesting things about Salesforce implementation, resolving business cases, and managing your overall IT landscape. We will go through a few sections today, which are what Salesforce Clouds are and the business impact you can achieve by using them, purposes and capabilities of these clouds, how to fit Salesforce solutions and infrastructure into existing IT setup, and how to manage your Salesforce licenses to get the most out of your investments. We will go just step by step, and I will share my screen to show all the aspects and examples of what I described before. Please feel free to send your questions to our chat window. I will do my best to answer every inquiry, and every inquiry during the Q&A session. And of course, if you face any technical or connectivity issues, please let our technical team know about that using the same chat window. So let's start. Hope you can see my screen. And what we are going today to start with today is types of Salesforce clouds and their purposes. So first one is Sales Cloud. Sales Cloud is the most popular Salesforce product that serves as the foundation for lots of different organization systems. Covering sales, the earliest and most critical aspect of the business, is the primary objective when adopting this cloud. B2C and B2B relationships management is facilitated by the matching standard data model, as well as a set of pre-built functionality that enables a rapid and successful spin-up. We are referring to the following fundamental entities: a lead, like interested people who are not customers yet, for instance, and those who submitted a lead form on your website; account, a company you're working or building a relationship with, a converted lead; a contact, a person who works for the company described above; and opportunity, a deal to be potentially closed, so some service or product can be delivered. So which enablers are provided by Sales Cloud, and what is the business impact you can gain from this? Let's take a look. First one is lead and sales funnel management. This is determined by delivering the following things, like automatic lead capturing, also known as web to lead, duplicate blocking, lead and account classification and automatic assignment, campaign management and mass email enablement, email templates, and automations of sales funnel. From business impact point of view, we achieve the following. The number of leads converted into account is increased. Outbound communication is better unified and looks professional. Decision-making, for instance pricing, becomes data-driven. Manual efforts decreased, and number of deals successfully closed is increased. Another one is sales planning and forecasting. What we can do here is, of course, collaborative forecasting, which is mobile enabled, so you can access this data right from your mobile device, and custom forecasting attributes to modify existing models to meet your company needs. And as the result, well, we have data-driven budgeting. We have more accurate tactical planning, which becomes possible. We have more accurate resource and financial management with better decisions. The next one is sales operations execution. It includes contracts management, quote management, order management, price books configuration, and of course, customer notifications on sales execution. As the result, well, sales execution process is tracked in Salesforce and can be integrated with other systems like, ERP systems, accounting systems, etc. It provides versioning of proposals for opportunities. Sales department is provided with accurate pricing information to cover the complete sales process. And, the complete sales conversion report makes team sales performance measurable, which is very, very important for management. The next one is activity management. We have here the following list. It's task management, proactive customer interaction planning, and workload management. What we gain from this? Well, first of all, we get the possibility to measure the workload and prioritize the commercial activities of the sales teams. Of course, we are getting ability to focus activities on the most prospective accounts and capability of automatic task generation for sales reps based on data-driven prioritization. As the result, we increase team's productivity, which is achieved via optimal customer focus. The next one is quite simple and quite basic. It's case management and collaboration, which consists of case management, of course, knowledge base, files and some documents, chatter and email integration. From this set of functionality, we can gain the following things, like possibility to register customer inquiries and route them to just for some quick resolution by providing them correct direction in the system. We are getting complete view of customers' interactions with the organization, in quite iterative manner, which is of course important and very, very useful for reporting needs. We are getting tips and recommendations for sales process as well. The next one is mobile enablement. As you know, Salesforce provides its own Salesforce Mobile, which can be configured for you, and which can be actually expanded with custom user experience mobile adoption. How can it help us? Well, we provide access to all sales information from anywhere, quicker turnarounds on customer requests. It's related to higher level of service, of course, and it makes it more effective for time planning, which generates higher sales results, which is, of course, very, very important for the company. The next one is more about platform, but it's still about Sales Cloud. It's business flows and business flows automation. It includes configuration of automatic actions, notifications, and sales data management. By embedding our own flows there, by trying to maybe declaratively or programmatically develop your business flows within some IT infrastructure, we can get standardized and predictable sales processes, of course, which is very, very important. It provides us with higher level of service. Automated customer interactions like follow-up sales, regular touch, and automatic generation of new leads and opportunities based on specific rules which are applicable in your situation. And we have reporting, of course. Salesforce provides its own reporting capabilities, report builder, and a few embedded things to provide you with the most visibility within the system. So we have dynamic reports, automatic stakeholder notifications, and KPI measurement, of course. And what we get from that? Well, data-driven decision-making with higher quality, KPI tracking with timely notifications on deviations, and setting sales targets based on actionable insights, which is very important, just to make all your decisions direct and some fact-based. And yeah, that's all regarding functionality of Sales Cloud, like in this kind of summary. And you can customize everything in the cloud for specific processes. You just need to know that, of course, that it's such as selling a few unique types of products, establishing many-to-many relationships between your partners and their project groups, or tracking specific asset codes integrated with an external warehouse or data source. Configurable data models and business flows enable you to tailor cloud behavior to your requirements, such as automated task management, tier-based lead assignment, or triggered email notification distribution among sales teams of yours. And companies who implemented Sales Cloud, they claim to get the following results, like higher win rate, better lead conversion, higher forecast accuracy, and higher sales productivity as well. That is Sales Cloud. The next one is Service Cloud. Service Cloud is, well, as said, is service-oriented cloud designed to aid in the handling of inquiries or cases. Support teams are provided with the interface and capability necessary to connect with end customers and complete all the stages described in the system's business support procedures. And, well, why implement Service Cloud? To optimize the case resolution process, to accelerate communication across multiple channels, and to alleviate the burden on support agents by implementing a self-service portal with an embedded knowledge base. The cloud's fundamental entities are as follows: case solution for defining some case resolution templates, contract for tracking SLA, assets for tracking issues or warranty status for products, for instance, and knowledge articles for sharing helpful guides and materials with your own agents or customers using the same self-service portal. So what we have in terms of functionality here, let's see. The first one is case management and collaboration. It consists of case assignment rules, case escalation rules, service console, files management, queue management, and internal notifications for your team. As a result, we get that, the following things. All customer inquiries are classified and assigned to appropriate service reps. That's important. If cases remain unattended, they're escalated to managers using escalation rules. Queues are configured to distribute work among people effectively. So you can see, for instance, when some service agent has too many inquiries to resolve, we can just take a group of them and assign to other people who are more free currently. And overall average life cycle of an open case is decreased, and it allows your service agents to work in a more optimal way and save some time. The next one is multi-channel case capture and communications. It consists of help center, customer portals, and AI-based chatbots. Using this functionality, we can gain the following things, like customers and prospects are able to place an inquiry using a preferred channel, something really easy for them to use, or something they used to work with. Customers are notified that their inquiries are being handled, which is very important for engagement of your customers. Service team is able to handle more cases effectively using less resources. That's straightforward. And customers communicate with the company in a preferred way. Their loyalty increases as the result. Knowledge management and AI-based recommendations. It includes, of course, knowledge-based management and AI-powered some AI-powered context recommendations or tips provided to your agents. As the result of implementing or at least configuring that kind of functionality, we will get a few different things. First of all, service team will spend less efforts to onboard new members, and the answers to customers' requests will become more accurate just because your service agents receive all the solutions or some advices from the automated system, which looks through the knowledge base and finds the needed article, which is recommended to be shared with that customer or maybe applied to some specific situation. Integrations. Of course, when we work with service, we already have some systems, some peripheral systems needed to supply our functions of our service agents. And we can integrate with the telephony like CDI. We can work with messengers. We can integrate email services to run email messages exchange and social networks. As the result, well, that's quite simple. Customers will communicate with the company in a preferred way, and their loyalty will increase again. And that is great. Companies can either benefit from native Salesforce communicational solutions like digital engagement, Service Cloud, voice, etc., or leverage some custom integrations with third-party services like Twilio or something like that. Service Cloud is an excellent portal around which you can build your support processes. Case assignment procedures, email parsing and analysis, social interaction, integrated chatting channels, and telephony may all be combined to create a fully automated customer care system. And of course, companies who implemented Service Cloud, they pretend to get the following improvements, like faster case resolution, case deflection, decrease in support costs, and business user productivity increase. Let's go next. Marketing Cloud. Quite important thing today. Marketing Cloud is a cloud-based platform for managing marketing campaigns within the context of your business B2C interaction procedures. Marketers are equipped with the following capabilities, like communicating with the consumers via email, SMS, or social media, developing complete customer journeys to have a more exact handle on lead lifecycle management, handling content that is available via a variety of emails and websites that are hosted either externally or right in Marketing Cloud instance, and doing analysis and producing reports on behavioral data gathered from customer contact procedures. Marketing automation is facilitated through a cloud-based collection of connected technologies named studios. Advertising, interaction, social, email, web, and mobile studios are in place to help you develop, schedule, operate and completely automate your marketing operations in a visually appealing and user-friendly manner in the cloud. The outcome of running campaigns is unified and consistent across all studios, which means that the same customer is referenced when populating the Facebook ads form, sending a push notification to a mobile device, or distributing a regular newsletter. So let's see what we have within Marketing Cloud. First one is Contact Builder. Contact Builder allows you to configure, import, manage, and link marketing contacts from all corporate systems. It allows you to set up automated processes to update and synchronize the contact data. It also provides overview of the contact's engagement with marketing activities and allows you to manage your subscribers using suppression and subscription lists. What we gain from that? Well, of course, it's possible to check the history of every contact and see their interactions with the company and define the place in the customer journey based on that data. We can work with subscribers, the contacts who opted to receive marketing communications, and it's outlined in the system. And all marketing channels are connected with the contact database, so all the customer interactions are orchestrated centrally and it becomes easy to manage for you. The next one is Advertising Studio. It's quite interesting things, and of course, when you implement that, you have to work with some external services like Google, Facebook, and some other, and you have to set up your business accounts, etc. But in terms of Salesforce, that is really easy to work with. So Advertising Studio allows you to combine ads management center based on your CRM data, because you have the same unified database. It allows you to run some orchestration of advertising campaigns via Google, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and LinkedIn. It provides optimization of advertising costs via prioritization and suppression of irrelevant audiences, which is important because you do not need to spend your money for running these ad campaigns, for example, in Facebook or Google. And coordination of advertising campaigns with lead scoring, email nurture campaigns, and sales teams activities. What we gain from that? Well, advertising audiences are well segmented as a result and clearly attributed. They get only relevant ads, and the advertising ROI is increased. Upsell and cross-sell becomes more effective with increased conversations, which is really important for sales team at least. The next one is Audience Studio. Audience Studio is quite a powerful thing. It provides you with a great data management platform to capture and analyze customer data for marketers, first of all. It provides even deeper customer segmentation upon data enriched with billions of data signals across all the customer attributes, and sophisticated data analysis capabilities powered by Einstein AI, as usual. Well, yeah, Einstein is the core of AI built within Salesforce. What we are getting from that? Let's see. We see deep customer segmentation and precise campaign targeting, which is really important and saves your money. And marketing becomes even more personalized, providing unbeatable advantages for maximal prospect engagement and conversion. Okay, so the next one is Social Studio, which is also really important because it allows you to tie your social accounts and start listening to reviews and mentions of your brand. It allows you to leverage sentiment analysis to quickly act upon customers' feedback, connecting them to sales or service teams correspondingly. Respond to customers via one social platform with customizable SLA and response rate analysis. And publish social messages in a scheduled, controlled manner with collaboration enabled across the teams. So you can pre-build your social posts and schedule them to be actually sent to needed platform. What we are getting from that? Well, due to immediate response to any customer inquiries, the company's level of service increases and customer satisfaction rises. Business gets new loyal recurring clients and brand advocates. Marketing campaigns are impacted by the actual feedback collected from customers, and it's becoming more effective and relevant. And social channels become the source of new qualified leads. When we're talking about Marketing Cloud, we may recommend to follow a few different steps of how to better implement that, because it contains a lot of different studios and you do not need them when you start your company or start your implementation. So you can just go one by one. And first, just start with the basic use of Email Studio, Journey Builder, and Mobile Studio to configure dynamic email templates and mobile messages for customers upon marketing events. Use Interaction Studio for advanced interaction management capabilities. Next, add Social Studio and Advertising Studio to enable social listening and awareness of your brand's adoption in social media and to drive effective ads management. Then, with the further growth of your business, start using more powerful analytical solutions such as Audience Studio and Datorama to accurately segment your customers and get the fully controlled system of marketing data analysis for optimal ROI. And then just start monetizing your data with Data Studio, join the efforts with premium publishers, and achieve maximal data enrichment and efficiency. That is Marketing Cloud. The next one is very important too, because it covers another quite large scale of your business, which is named Experience Cloud. This cloud connects your Salesforce CRM to your customers or partners over the web. From a technological standpoint, this is a website that can be quickly created and accessible to end users without the need for some extra hosting or for building some external websites. Because the core of the Salesforce platform, such as Sales or Service Cloud, shares the same database and automations as Experience Cloud sites. So no additional integration is required when spinning up a new website for external system users. It can just function as a web shop, self-service portal, communication center, or partner engagement system. So let's check 3 different types of sites, or also named communities, which are available here. First one is customer communities. You can set up FAQs and knowledge bases there, create online shops, maybe order tracking systems and self-service portals. And by using them, your customers will be able to find the information they need on their own without contacting support, for instance. They're able to select or configure a complex product, get some personal price proposal, and place an order. Customers are able to track the fulfillment of their orders themselves and get timely notifications on all the stages without any manual work from your side. And of course, the loads on your service department is lowered, so your costs are decreased and decreased dramatically. The next one is partners community. It provides you with partner onboarding materials, some B2B ordering, inventory tracking, and maybe you want just to share some news and announcements. Anyway, everything is really customizable and allow you to implement a lot of different things which will be able to cover the needed task, the needed need. So what we gain from that? Well, based on our list, partners are easier recruited and onboarded. Leads are properly classified and routed across partners for effective conversion. Partners are empowered with order configuration and placement tools, of course. Partners are able to track the execution of their orders and get notified upon related events. And all interactions are captured and tracked, which is again useful and very important for reporting needs. The next one is employee communities. Using that type of community, like this type of configuration of community, which is available for you, you can build employee onboarding, people management tools, employee lifecycle tracking, service and questionnaires, and HR applications automations as well. Using these kind of communities, when you do not provide your employees with a full Salesforce license, which is quite pricey, but you just need them to go through some onboarding processes or work with HR department, you will gain the following things. Your employees will be onboarded easier and quicker. Their learning curve shortens and gets them to maximal productivity in a short time, or at least shorter time than now. Teammates get higher motivation and commitment to common success, and personnel-related processes become less costly for you. Experience Cloud is an excellent solution if you need to rapidly construct a website without writing any code and using pre-built patterns for UI components and security setup. Salesforce Chatter provides comprehensive communication features, allowing end users to express queries and suggestions beneath individual records, posts, or articles. That is done for fast and easy collaboration between internal agents or external teams, like when we're talking about customers or partners. That is Experience Cloud. The next one is Integration Cloud. We will just provide some short information about that because it's really a huge platform, and to describe that we'll have to spend a lot of minutes, even hours. So just a summary about Integration Cloud. This is, again, a cloud-based service that enables you to link your Salesforce CRM to external data sources or systems. While key instances such as Sales Cloud may be linked directly with other systems using standard or custom Salesforce APIs, Integration Cloud is used to create whole layers and buses for enterprise-level interaction with a diverse set of cloud-based and on-premise systems. Integration Cloud mandates the use of expert technologies and methodologies for developing data exchange procedures across disparate systems or databases. It supports both real-time and scheduled integrations and consumes data from a wide variety of data sources. And it has a lot of different already existing pre-built connectors you can utilize without the need to ask someone to develop some integration module from scratch. Well, there are still several more specific clouds covering like narrower implementation scopes. One of them is Commerce Cloud for B2B and B2C. It provides a framework with pre-built e-commerce features for developing industry best practices and standards compliant solutions. It focuses on delivering a real-time and engaging web shopping experience to end customers. One more is Analytics Cloud, named Tableau CRM. It comes with no-code AI, data management tools, automated analytics, and pre-built templates for building and polishing your data sets, combining reports and dashboards and extracting useful insights from database records and their relations. Another one is Financial Services Cloud. This is a platform for supporting financial operations and running advisory services. Works great for insurance companies, banks, or financial departments. It provides consumer-centric data views and is open for optimization and customization as well. Another one is Pardot, another marketing tool provided by Salesforce, and with an easy-to-use interface, it provides companies with powerful capabilities of running large email campaigns, making decisions based on recipient actions, and qualifying leads before and after converting them into accounts and deals. And Platform, well, I love this part. I love Platform because Salesforce PaaS solution for building your own applications is great. It's built on Salesforce infrastructure and utilizes all the platform capabilities. It provides easy to build and easy to integrate frameworks, so you can invent anything using just Salesforce platform. That's it regarding current section, the section number 1, which was about Salesforce Clouds. And now we are going to switch to another second section, which describes how Salesforce fits into the existing IT landscape. This will be more technical, but should be interesting. So just to maybe some brief introduction here, company expansion and progress are frequently accompanied by some common information management difficulties, such as like lack of consistent information about customers, or if your departments are not connected, or some untapped potential for collaboration you are not using right now. And the prompt resolution of these challenges opens the door to an exciting potential for corporate growth and efficiency improvement. One way of dealing with them is just to make use of a robust platform capable of orchestrating existing systems, replacing their old components, and offering control over the IT landscape. And Salesforce platform, being one of the world's cloud automation champions, is an excellent choice in this regard. I've detailed the most common stages of Salesforce integration projects to assist you in making the best selections possible based on industry best practices. So we have to start with analysis. We have to analyze the situation and see, just take a look at some common IT landscape with all the systems included. And first one of them, sales. Of course, we always start from sales. And let's try to integrate the most prevalent components of the current IT environment to create an image of a self-contained multilateral system. It must be capable of supporting the whole life cycle of your business. What is the cornerstone of nearly every business on the planet? Of course, it is the customer, someone who is most likely interested in your services or products. And it's self-evident that one of the system's primary components should provide a faultless sales process and appropriate level of client involvement. This assumption enables us to design the system's initial component, which is the CRM. You can see it right here, which is responsible for interacting with customers and gathering information pertinent to the business processes currently in use. What's next? I suppose marketing. Communication with clients requires a systematic approach to selecting tools for developing your customer contact procedures. While most CRM systems provide some basic marketing capabilities, such as the ability to send emails to consumers or allow them to fill landing forms, a thorough flow may be ensured through the use of professional external modules. Allow me to describe it in a distinct marketing component, which can be found here on this diagram. What's next? Of course, it's ERP, because when you work with sales, you work with billing. And if you are experiencing difficulties with financial processing and reporting, it's time to consider accounting automation. If the present CRM plus marketing configuration is unable to expand and accommodate the needed degree of transactional, quoting, or billing operations, the scenario requires us to seek a new module designed specifically for that purpose. That is why one of the most frequently encountered difficulties or responsibilities for the IT department is to explore the integration capabilities of the ERP and accounting modules, which you can see here on this diagram. Thus, they can be incorporated into existing processes and integrated with the CRM core. A really important tool, important for management, as usual, it's BI, it's business intelligence. KPIs and business insights generated automatically may be highly beneficial when making choices about the company's future evolution. Low and high-level reports highlighting sales process or customer contact weaknesses play a significant role in drawing accurate conclusions and planning corrective actions at various management levels. What information can be useful in this case? The answer is any. Just let your business intelligence component analyze the data currently in the system and utilize the findings and provide you with helpful and useful insights. Well, when we're talking about data, we need some place to store the data and share the data with other systems or components, and its data warehouse. Once your system has matured, it will begin to change iteratively. Current and link modules will be updated along with the introduction and integration of new components. As each new component of the system may require a unique set and amount of data from multiple modules, it becomes necessary to link a data warehouse component to back up and share both sensitive and secondary data from various modules of the system. And we need something to connect everything. And here we go and see event management and data synchronization. When developing a complicated system capable of supporting the above-mentioned functions, it is critical to secure data quality and relevancies, as well as its timely receipt throughout the system's many tiers. And most popular solutions include ESB, which is Enterprise Service Bus, and ETL, Extract, Transform, Load. These are the services that enable real-time and planned uni- and bidirectional data synchronization. What we can do here, we need to divide this landscape and replace it with needed components. And we will just take a look at 3 of them. We will do that quickly because we are running out of time, and I just want to show you everything I have. So first one is CRM. Here is how CRM looks like. And when we're talking about Salesforce, we need to cover all the basic CRM functions and provide some advanced things. And this graphic illustrates a Salesforce migration scenario from a multi-component CRM to a solid and scalable block. The end-user experience remains unaffected, and agent replies are faster. So you can optimize the way of working with your end customers and communicating to them. The next one is ERP. Most ERP systems address financial data management, associated document flows, asset management, and draft and sign contracts. These procedures are frequently fairly complicated and are connected with certain legacy instructions. Recreating them on the Salesforce side may take some time and have to be thoroughly retested and authorized at all management levels, of course. In that scenario, let's focus on the tangible benefits of integrating a Salesforce instance into the system. Client engagement, website connection, and encapsulation of smooth sales processes. The end-user experience remains unaffected, and procedures are consolidated and expedited. One more component, ESB ETL. I mentioned that Salesforce is a platform for a reason. A new Salesforce instance is not simply another component to integrate into the current infrastructure, but an opportunity to optimize overall data processing and increase system consistency. As a connecting block, this Salesforce module may assume responsibility for the integration of the other blocks and offer component integration design using ESB ETL. In this scenario, the architecture must be chosen based on projected data quantities, the notion of extension, and the system scalability. In this case, the end-user experience remains unaffected, it's still the same, and procedures are again consolidated and expedited. So here is what we get when we run some transformations we discussed with you before. And we see that Salesforce, just two or three Salesforce Clouds can cover the needed functionality and provide you with a real consolidated view of monolithic system, providing you with the core integrations, core automations, and all the business processes implemented and orchestrated from the single golden source place. And by implementing the approaches provided and explained above, the existing system is transformed into like something less dispersed. However, the flexibility of the Salesforce system enables us to run implementations in a variety of ways. It can integrate with existing structures as an integration core system, replace CRM with additional auxiliary modules, replace ERP with additional auxiliary modules, replace custom modules, provide a configurable interface for internal and external customer-facing screens, or do it all at once. And we have a lot of interesting capabilities of how to work with that. Here is something designed to show you which Salesforce Clouds can be applied to the same IT landscape, just to cover everything with the Salesforce provided capabilities. It's Marketing Cloud. It's accounting system. Salesforce provides some solutions, but Salesforce also has its partners who provide their own packages like Financial Force or Accounting Seed. Salesforce CPQ Plus Billing is a very good alternative for any custom ERP system because it allows you to manage billing and work with your orders and contracts. Tableau CRM is a great choice for BI tool because it's really easy to integrate it with your Salesforce and your Salesforce data and work with that there. And data warehouse, we do not replace data warehouse within Salesforce landscape because Salesforce is not designed to be data warehouse. So if you need some DWH solution, it's recommended to utilize something external because when we are talking about data warehousing, we need to provide all the systems in our landscape with access to that data. And it's better to route all these queries to separate server with all your data instead of sending requests to Salesforce, because that will decrease, I would say, productivity of the system in some cases when you need, for example, to access or change some large amount of data at once. That's it. It looks like Salesforce. The next one is how to get the most out of the platform, some success stories. And I wanted to describe some of them, and I think I found one of the most recent and interesting cases. Every large-scale implementation contains a separate analysis phase related to integrity of user data. Every customer in the system has a lot of different sets of attributes designed to characterize this or that area of interaction with the user or his or her behavior. A good example of a project where it comes to such situation, when you have to decide on how to proceed with further IT system expansion, is the need for loyalty management to be implemented. Volumetric retail and e-commerce solutions are always coming to loyalty management implementation ideas at some point. This brings a new complex task for a business to be resolved. What platform to use, how to integrate it with the existing solution, and is it customizable at all? When all your promotions and vouchers are set up, there should be a way to share your programs with end customers. The best fit solution here is a marketing tool managing the interaction with your customers via marketing campaigns and recommendations. To keep your customers in a good shape, you need to provide support. Service-oriented tools should be aware of customer attributes from the other systems in this chain. And let's add some complications by incorporating a BI tool into reporting and conducting an insight search on all of the data at once. So you can see all the services on these screens. On this screen: sales, marketing, service, BI. Quite a good setup. And all of these just doesn't look easy to be integrated together. All the systems use different customer data and keep their own master data sources in place. Fortunately, there is an app for that. Just let Salesforce Customer 360 Data Manager connect all your data sources into a single view and expose needed customer data to such a landscape of connected solutions. It works great either with Salesforce Clouds like Service, Marketing, Commerce, Tableau, or any external systems you might use for dealing with this or that part of your business. This works almost seamlessly with data, constructing a single 360-degree view of each customer and providing a single interface for managing and integrating your data. One of the latest C360 implementations, from my experience, helped Salesforce customer to get rid of a legacy integration structure, as it was replaced by native Salesforce connectors and direct data exchange with a single golden source of data. On this screen, you can see their initial configuration they had. Previously, they used to keep their direct customer information attributes in few different entities just because of non-compatible systems, which were initially integrated in a wrong way by different ID teams. Resolution of this negated the need to support workaround processes implemented in the system. So we've been able to free more system resources needed for really valuable data processing. Moreover, our customer was able to save operational expenses costs needed to support their data warehousing solution by just removing it, as they tried to utilize an external MDM solution. That was a mistake, as their system to be structured didn't require anything like this. And what is more important, such solution just slowed down the whole system by introducing an extra set of API calls to be done to support data exchange processes in the system. You can find like resulting diagram here and all the improvements we've been able to achieve. And here comes the fourth section of our webinar about how to manage licenses and pricing. Well, that is quite an interesting topic, of course. To run the implementation or to manage your Salesforce effectively, you need to analyze what is expected from the system to be covered in terms of business processes. Based on that, you'll be able to decide on what exact technologies and approaches are applicable in your specific case. Of course, covering all such scenarios is not a matter of one session of learning, as it's based on a huge amount of previously completed projects and years of experience helping different kinds of business to achieve their goals and optimize their processes. However, I can provide you with quite a straightforward plan definition of how is it better to split your Salesforce implementation into a few phases and not to waste money for unused licenses. To make your planning effective, we recommend splitting your implementation into a few phases and defining the timeline for that. First one, initially, it starts with the business goal definition. When you have your long-running goals identified and discussed, the next step is to start scoping sessions. This allows you to discover, divide, estimate, and prove business capabilities you'd like to be covered by a solution to be built. This allows us to get a full understanding of the processes expected to be covered and automated. With this understanding and the high-level project plan defined, the scoping team can define what tools should be investigated and applied to the solution. If you see that one of Salesforce Clouds is capable of managing desired functionality, don't hesitate to try. You can register a trial edition to check and verify how it works and how easy it is to work with, actually. Assuming that the trial edition showed its best sites and it's decided to proceed with Salesforce purchase, it's recommended to start the implementation phase with purchasing a minimal set of licenses to cover the system built for a small group of people, sufficient for running the business flows. During the development phase, you can create different boxes, reassign some licenses to developers, and let them build the solution. Once it is completed and is almost ready for UAT, this is the time to purchase the remaining licenses your company needs. With the full set of them, you will be able to run a comprehensive UAT stage to be sure that the system works great for every user, every role, and every use case. And of course, when UAT is completed, you are ready to go live. Simply push your configuration to the production instance, set some parameters, and let it do the rest. When you are ready to purchase your first Salesforce instance, you should know that pricing is quite flexible and depends on company location, number and types of licenses, agreement term like 1, 2, or 3 years, for instance, and current calendar month. Please note that Salesforce has special offerings if you'd like to purchase the licenses beforehand. This is dependent on their sales cycles. Considering this, you can find some interesting proposals for specific clouds. Well, that's it. Thank you for your time you spent with me today. I was really happy to share this knowledge with you. And hope that will help you to build or optimize the business of yours or your clients or partners. And now we have time to go through any questions which you might come up with. So let's switch to our chat window. What middleware do you usually build and why? Middleware is just a tool, and this tool must be utilized when you really need that, because every time you create a new service, you have to support that service. You have to spend some programming resources, of course, money, and pay for server support to some team. And if your analysis shows that you need some middleware implemented in your system, well, of course, you can do that because Salesforce provides a lot of API capabilities that you can utilize to connect different systems. And yes, of course, middleware is just a service which allows you to connect different systems. It may work as ETL or some additional orchestrated module if you want to push some functionality from Salesforce side to some another place and let it process your data, or something like notification center and any other case where microservice can be applied to. I see a question in our chat window from Nick. What are Salesforce editions and there are differences? Salesforce editions, they apply differently to different clouds. But as we said before, basic Salesforce Clouds, core Salesforce Clouds are sales and service, and they have few editions. It's Essentials, the first one, Professional, Enterprise, and Unlimited. And first two editions, they have their specific prices, of course, and they unfortunately do not provide you with wide capabilities of programming or integrating these systems with other modules of your system, or maybe some additional tools. So for newbies, I would recommend, of course, to try Essentials or Professional first. But if you see the need for embedding more functionality, for building something custom just to support your business, please feel free to use Salesforce Enterprise Edition. That is most popular edition to work with. And as for other clouds, as like, for instance, Marketing Cloud Studios or B2B, B2C commerce, you have to discuss the prices with Salesforce teams, with Salesforce account executive, because they try to set the price you actually need, because they provide you with some resources which will be spent for all the processing, all the interactions within the system, and this price will depend on that exact level of data or functionality you need from the system actually. Quite optimal. Okay, So I think that's it. I do not see any questions. Maybe to make it easier for you, we will share our presentation or video recording with you, so you can take a look at this later and maybe find some really interesting and helpful things. And again, thank you very much for your time today. I was really happy to be there, to be here. Bye-bye.